I used to have dreams where I was trapped in a glass bubble. In this bubble, I could only hear murmurs instead of words, and see blurs instead of faces. I was constantly waiting for someone to notice me in this big glass bubble, but no one ever did. After having these dreams for a while, water began to trickle in, very slowly at first, and then increasingly, filling my bubble to the point where I was submerged, drowning in a world where no one noticed. Every night I had these dreams. It drove me crazy. I soon became accustomed to my bubble, and every night I would search for a new way to escape. Some nights I would scream, banging my fists against the glass, and other nights I would just pace, looking for even the smallest crack. After months of having this crazy, repeating dream, my subconscious gave up. I would sit in my bubble and just watch the blurs go by, tears streaming hopelessly down my face. In reality, my bubble was simply a metaphor. My parents had just divorced, and I was moved to a new school. I didn't really know very many people. The ones I did know thought I was weird or nerdy. Boys were a foreign topic for me, and I heard girls make fun of me in the hallway. I felt my bubble was closing in on me. The insults and calls would get worse, and any of the friends I had made had either moved or tossed me in the trash. I hated hearing my name mixed with words like fat and awkward. I felt redundant and unwanted. So my walls grew thick to the point where my breath fogged the glass and hid the world outside. Luckily, I met someone. I remember the first time I met her. She had dark blonde hair and eyes that changed color every day. I kind of idolized her at first because she was on PA, and I thought anybody was automatically awesome if they were on PA. On the first day of 7th grade, I greeted her and she responded with a confused hello. She didn't really remember me from the year before, but I didn't mind. It was just nice to have someone to talk to. And like the sweet girl she was, she listened. We became friends. We made up Spanish words when we couldn't remember the real ones and listened to My Chemical Romance together at lunch. We walked home together on Thursdays and laughed at inside jokes that definitely wouldn't make sense to anybody else. She was my best friend, and she helped me with anything and everything, no matter where she was or who she was with. I wasn't so afraid to be myself anymore, especially around her. We started hanging out outside of school, and I realized that her life wasn't perfect either. She too had a fake smile plastered on her face. I wanted to be there for her just like she was there for me. And together, we got through everything, no matter what it was. My dreams became less persistent, and my walls grew thinner. So I decided it was time to start fighting back again. All these memories that I made with her made me realize that things could get better, even when they never seemed to have a bright side. But they did. I made new friends. I fell in love. I rolled in the grass and looked at the stars on cool summer nights. Everything changed. I had my first dream back in my bubble a couple nights ago. My bubble was no longer a thick glass cage, but instead a fragile, thin soap bubble, like the ones that are on the verge of popping after floating in the air for too long. I could touch it, and it would be gone. I was in control. And my apathetic memories had faded behind the new dreams that I felt were more important. I was free.